Jim Davidson goes viral live. Questions raised about Keir Starmer's leadership and public perception. A fiery moment during a live broadcast has pushed comedian Jim Davidson back into the political spotlight after his off-the-cuff remark about Labour leader Keir Starmer and his wife, Victoria Starmer, sent social media into a frenzy. During a guest appearance on a current affairs panel, Davidson questioned the clarity of Starmer's leadership, suggesting that the Labour leader appears overly managed and out of step with the public. But it was his comment referencing Starmer's wife, Victoria, that triggered the strongest reaction, both online and in political circles. With typical bluntness, Davidson said during the discussion, "Sometimes I think it's not even Keir running the show, maybe Victoria's the one calling the shots." Delivered in jest, the comment sparked laughter from some in the studio but quickly spilled beyond the room. Within hours, the moment had been clipped, captioned, and reposted across TikTok, YouTube, and X, formerly Twitter, racking up millions of views and thousands of comments. While Davidson did not imply any formal role for Victoria Starmer in politics, the offhand remark tapped into broader public curiosity about Keir Starmer's image and decision-making process, as well as a familiar tension in political life between public duty and private influence. Victoria Starmer is known for maintaining a discreet public presence. A respected NHS occupational health worker, she has rarely given interviews or appeared on the campaign trail with her husband. Their relationship, while private, has occasionally come up in media profiles, mostly to highlight Starmer's family-oriented image. Davidson's mention of her even in jest reignited conversations about how much personal relationships influence public leadership, even when there's no evidence of direct involvement. Many commentators were quick to clarify that Victoria Starmer holds no political position, and there's no indication she is involved in Labour strategy. Still, the public's interest in the private lives of political figures remains high, a reality that all party leaders, not just Starmer, have to navigate. While some dismissed Davidson's comment as typical political banter, others saw it as a reflection of deeper frustrations about the Labour leader's public persona. Critics argue that Starmer often appears overly scripted, leading some voters to wonder who is really shaping the party's direction behind the scenes. A few voices in the media defended the use of satire to challenge leaders. "Comedians have always had a role in holding power to account," said broadcaster Andrew Doyle. Davidson's comment might have been cheeky, but it hit a nerve. People want transparency, and they're tired of political theater. Labour supporters, however, pushed back, warning against dragging family members into the fray. A Labour campaign spokesperson responded, "Sir Keir Starmer leads the Labour Party based on his values and experience. His wife is not a political actor, and suggestions otherwise, even as a joke, are unhelpful distractions." Jim Davidson's viral moment comes at a critical time for Keir Starmer, as the general election looms and scrutiny of his leadership intensifies. Starmer has spent the past few years trying to reposition Labour as a credible alternative to the Conservative government, focusing on stability, unity, and policy seriousness. But this approach has led some voters and commentators to describe his leadership as too cautious or calculated. Davidson's dig, whether serious or not, seemed to reflect that growing perception, that Starmer lacks the kind of visible passion or boldness that some voters crave in a leader. And when comedians voice those sentiments, they often land harder than traditional political critique. Political analyst Isabel Oakeshott commented, "This isn't about Victoria Starmer, it's about the impression that Keir Starmer is risk-averse and hard to read. People are asking, who is the real Keir?" The viral nature of Davidson's remark is a reminder of how comedy still plays a powerful role in British political conversation. Comedians like him and others such as Ricky Gervais and Jonathan Pye often provoke the public in ways that politicians cannot, stirring up both laughter and genuine political reflection. But it also raises questions about boundaries. Where does fair commentary end and inappropriate speculation begin? Davidson supporters argue he was simply reflecting public curiosity in humorous form. His critics say the line was crossed by even hinting at personal involvement where none exists. Whether you found Jim Davidson's comment amusing or unnecessary, it clearly struck a nerve with the British public. At the heart of the debate isn't Victoria Starmer herself, but the broader issue of leadership style, public trust, and the role of perception in modern politics. Keir Starmer continues to lead Labour with a focus on policy discipline and electoral strategy. Whether that will be enough to win over undecided voters remains to be seen, especially in an age where one viral moment can shift the national conversation overnight. What do you think? Was Davidson simply using comedy to raise legitimate questions, or did he cross the line? And how important is public authenticity when it comes to choosing national leaders? Share your views in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a moment from the UK political scene.